Hello, Pastor Weimer here from Bainbridge First Baptist Church. As you know, during this Christmas week, I've been talking to you about, the gifts that God has given to me in the Scriptures, my favorite verses. And tonight we come to my favorite book, the favorite chapter of the book, and the first 4 verses are my favorite verses, and I would like to think they are what motivate me to live my life in a better way for the Lord. I'll read it to you. If you then be risen with Christ, seek those things which are above, where Christ sits on the right hand of God. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth, for you are dead. Your life is hid with Christ in God. When Christ, who is our life, shall appear, then shall we also appear with him in glory. And so, where do you start with such a powerful set of verses? I guess we start with the first word, if. If you're saved, then you're going to do what follows. And so tonight, I guess in the kindest way possible, I would say to you, are you sure you're saved? Now, there could be someone listening who has not received Christ as their Savior, and so they're not risen with Christ. But if you are saved, then you're going to want to seek those things which are above. It's easy to get enthralled with the things here below and to let our life just be consumed by these wonderful things that God has provided. But we should not be doing that. We should be setting our affection on the things that are above. The sweetest passions in life that we enjoy should be our Savior, His Word. And it could make you uncomfortable when I say this, but the third thing is sharing the Word. Sharing the Word in times of fellowship with fellow believers and also with the lost. If we're really looking above, then we're going to want as many people as possible to go there with us. Am I right? I hope that's a reality in your life. Certainly, for anyone you know, to not be able to be in heaven would be just a tragedy. Not just a tragedy, but an eternal tragedy. And so, then we want to slip on ahead to something that we believe the Bible teaches. We call it the rapture, and it is a time where Christ comes and meets us in the air and takes us away. And for some, it's going to be like, sort of like a car wreck. It'll just snap them out of their love for things below. Yes, they're saved, but maybe they're not so enthralled with God that they're seeking the things above. And so I'm praying for myself and for all that I know that when Jesus comes, it will just be a sort of a continuation of an attitude that's already within us. We're already have an eye tilted toward the clouds, right? And so when it happens, we really won't be caught off guard. The Bible even tells us that we don't need to be ignorant of when the Lord would come. And so having our eye turned toward heaven and our heart turned toward home, our home there, is a wonderful thing. And then lastly, when we get to heaven, I believe personally that we will all feel like we are God's personal guest. Every last one of us will have a sense that if no one else was in heaven, we would be God's guest. He's able to do that. I know my wife can make all of my sons, all 3 of them, feel like they are the center of her attention while they're all around her. It's just an amazing ability she has. And I believe God gave that to her because that's His nature and His character. And so we will appear with Him, and not just with Him, but we will be enjoying and exhibiting the glory that He gets in heaven. The angels will be singing about us, and it'll just be a wonderful place. So if you're risen with Christ and seeking those things above, what a blessing it will be when you meet the Lord face to face. Hey, maybe this is the year. You never know. Have a good evening.